Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Come on in. Happy Saturday morning, that is. Welcome. Come on in, child. Come on in, children. Yes, come on in. Good morning. Ooh, y'all, good morning. For those of you who just joined the test session, I apologize if that confused you. I'm trying to get to the bottom of these technical issues. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi the Lightseer over here at Pisces Tarot. Your business is my business. And we're going to get into somebody's business. Okay? Come on in. Welcome. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Y'all, let me just stick to the script. Good morning to all of my guppies. Welcome to all my friends who may be at work or out shopping, cleaning the house, whatever you're doing this morning. Good morning, good evening, or good night. For the international folks that are maybe watching on YouTube, we are live across TikTok and YouTube today. If you are new to Pisces Tarot, come on in, drop a star in the chat. If you are a returning guest, please drop a fish in the chat. We'd like to recognize all of our newbies that are here. Okay, so if you are new, please put a star in the chat. Welcome, Kiasha. Welcome, KK. Welcome. Come on in. First thing first, this is an interactive experience. I talk to you, so please talk back. I do my readings in the phase of 3. Number 1, I'll give you cosmic insights, which is what I feel Spirit is talking to me. Welcome, D. Marie. 2, welcome, Tasia. 2, I then do a collective oracle reading. And as you can see, for those of you who are returning guests, welcome, Tiffer. You'll see that I have a plethora of cards here because Spirit is, I was not going to go live. Okay, I was not going to go live, but I'll tell you about that here in a second. Number 3, I then get into the tarot cards, okay, and see what the tarot is confirming from these insights, okay? So I do my readings in 3s. I take my time. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a rush. And it's important for me to disclose this because as I talk to you, I want you to talk back to me. This is a collective experience, okay? So this is collective. It is interactive. You know, we're here to have a good time, you know. Welcome, Angel. Welcome. So listen, I need y'all to find your hand clap emoji, okay? Thank you, Lisbeth. I need you to go ahead and find a hand clapping emoji because like I said just a moment ago, I was not planning, hey girl, hey, I was not planning to go live at all. I was not, okay? For those of you who may or may not be aware, I was up at 1 o'clock this morning dealing with y'all business. 1 a.m. this morning. I had to wake up. Let me take these glasses off so I can see. 1 o'clock in the morning, woke me up out my sleep. I said, whose business is this? Okay? So if you missed the 1 a.m. session, normally I come on at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I did a reading at 1 a.m. this morning. Okay, so it's live, available on YouTube for you to go back and watch the playback. Okay, my last housekeeping item. If you are experiencing technical difficulties, please let me know during this live stream. We have been having some technical difficulties. I have been working with my streaming provider, and if you can communicate that to me in real time, that way I can get an idea of what your experience is like, so I can continue to work with them to resolve these issues. It is always my goal over here at Pisces Tarot to give you a streamlined and effortless experience. Okay, so please keep me abreast of any of those discomforts that you may experience, because that is not my intent, and I think y'all know that. Okay, now find your clapping hands emojis, because we got to get into this. I wasn't gonna be here, but the spirit took me in a whole different direction. Hey boo, hey. Okay, so find those hand clapping emojis and let's go ahead and get into this reading, shall we? Now, for those of you who are new, because we do have a nice amount of new folks here, okay, welcome again to the chat. Every day before I do a reading, I always take time to reflect upon the energies and what spirit is sharing with me, okay? So as I previously mentioned, I was not going to come on live. This morning I woke up, I was feeling kind of just weird this morning. I was not feeling like myself, if I'm being totally honest. I woke back up to some disappointing news. I should say I was looking for a little bit of a different outcome, and I woke up to some disappointing news, and that kind of like took me into a tailspin. Now, for those of you who are new to the Pisces Tarot experience, you can ask any one of my guppies up in here. Whatever I talk about now does tie into whatever comes out later in the reading, okay? So I'm not just volunteering information just to chit chat. Everything has something to do with everything. Everything is interconnected here, okay? So with that being said, I was standing in the kitchen because, for those of you who know, I still got on my pajamas. I just got a hoodie on. I'm not the type of person to come out with my bonnet and all that on. So I at least, want to look a little bit, look like I at least tried, okay? So I'm standing in my kitchen, minding my business, making some hot water, and I'm sitting here talking to God in my spirit, okay? Another thing for you guys that are new here, I would never project a religious or a spiritual belief onto you. I just share with you. It's up to you to, receive what I'm saying. And if not, that's fine, but I'm never going to tell you what to believe, okay? So I'm sitting here having a conversation with God, and I'm just like, man, this is like really rough, God. Like, what is going on? I just feel like this whole year has been a bunch of malarkey. I'm trying to reframe, my way of thinking and stay positive and keep myself in a positive headspace. I'm trying to get to the bottom of like why I'm feeling the ways that I'm feeling, all these different things. And I'm sitting here praying. I look up at the clock. Oh, wait, I'm telling y'all something wrong. Before I look there. So I'm standing there making my tea. I'm taking my vitamins. Okay. So I'm getting my vitamins, and I open up my vitamins. Now, for those of you who know me, know I have long hair. Okay. But many of you may not have noticed that my hair has been breaking off. Okay. So I didn't notice that my hair was breaking off until I was live one day, and I seen all these flyaways, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with my hair? So then going to the stylist, because I go to the stylist frequently, she noticed that my hair is breaking off. So I'm like, okay, my hair is breaking off. Like, what's up with that? So I've been working with my physician, and I was recommended like a hair growth vitamin. So I started taking this in addition to another vitamin. We just trying to mitigate it, because I ain't trying to cut off my hair, y'all. Like, I love my hair. My hair is thick. It's typically healthy and vibrant. Why is my hair breaking off? I'm not doing nothing any different. So that was perplexing. Needless to say, I open up the vitamin jar, and it says keep growing inside the top of the vitamins. Now, I don't know about you, but raise your hand if you ever look at on the inside of the top of your vitamins. Raise your hand in the chat if you've ever opened up a can of vitamins and you saw the top of the top, just the top, Okay, Teresa said no, she hasn't. Okay, so if you've never seen that, put a thumbs down. Thank you for that, Teresa. If you've never opened up and looked inside the top, put a thumbs down. If you've never looked inside the top of your vitamins, put a thumbs down. Okay? Now, I never looked. Tasia say never. Exactly. Okay? So imagine this. Okay? Let's say, for example, this is the vitamin. I'm sitting here trying to do like this, and I just so happen to flip the top like this. So I'm sitting here holding it like this, but I got the top here in my fingers. Obviously, this is a oversimplification, right? But I was holding the top just like this, and I'm pouring the vitamins in my hand. When I look inside the top, y'all, the lid stay inside the top. Keep growing. Keep growing? What in the daylights? Okay, so I'm like, all right. Soon as I get the vitamins, take my vitamins, put the top on, I look up at the clock, y'all. It is 10:10 a.m. Thank you for my gift, Bella. It is 10:10 a.m. So I said, what in the world? Okay, so now when I see 10:10, I automatically think of the Bible scripture, which is John 10:10. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but I came to give you life and to give you life more abundantly. So immediately I go into prayer about it. And I'm like, Lord, your word says that you came to give me life and to give me life more abundantly. Like, I'm taking all the hits that I can physically take, mentally take, spiritually take. Like, I'm just, I'm going. Okay. And as soon as I freaking get to this point, okay, of where I feel like I'm finally getting, because I bought all the materials to do my vision board today. I was thinking about possibly doing a vision board party with y'all. But, you know, trying to put myself in a position of feeling mentally well. Okay, because let's be honest, going through all these, I feel like the devil is showing up and it's just like, round two. Okay, so I'm just like, why are you picking on me? Why are you picking on me? Okay, so I see 10:10. Now I come over here and you know, these are my angel number cards, right? So I said, what does the number 10:10 mean? Growth. I swear I ain't making this up. Growth. Let me read this to you because I know the sun is moving and the lights are off and all of that, okay? Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. The affirmations for right now is the more I invest my awareness in growth, the closer I continuously become to the outcomes I am seeking. Growth. Now, what are the chances that within less than a 30-second time frame, I will see the word growth twice? Now, for those, Grand Rising, now for those of you who came to the happy hour session last night, we were talking about 3 specific words. Thank you for my gift, Queen. We were talking about 3 specific words, but I told y'all Spirit dropped 6 things in my lap. He told me about chance, fate, and destiny. Chance, fate, and destiny. I'll run that back because I feel like that was important. And it was in the middle of the afternoon. A lot of people wasn't on. You might have missed it. But it was prevalent to that reading, but I'm going to run it back because it got something to do with what we're talking about right now. Thank you. Tasia say, love where we're going. Okay. So the second piece of what he said, and I wrote it down because remember, I was telling y'all yesterday, I've been on my Lady Bridgerton. I've been journaling. So I got my ink pen my sister gave me. I love this ink pen. I wish y'all could see it without it being, you know, the lighting being off. I got my ink I've been dipping it into. So I was sitting here writing. I wrote down exactly what he told me. So I know what he told me. He told me chance, fate, destiny, love, partnership, and forever. Those were the 6 things he gave me yesterday. Now today you telling me about growth. Okay. Now remember I told y'all exactly where my mind first went. My mind first went to when I saw 10:10, The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but I have come to give you life more abundantly. But you know me, it didn't just stop there, okay? So I decided to Google. Now, for some odd reason, this is how the devil works. I Googled on my phone, okay, what did these things mean? And I came to look up the same exact thing that I Googled on my phone, on my computer, so I could read it to you a little bit more effortlessly. But then the search criteria did not populate the same outcome. I said, okay, you know what, mother sucker, I got you now. So I Googled, what does the Bible say about growth? Because obviously Spirit is talking to me, right? And this is something that I need to share because I'm bringing you guys on the journey so that when, I'm talking to you and we're talking spiritual things, I don't want you thinking that I'm coming ever from a spirit of judgment, condemnation, or hate. I come from a real place. I come from a woman who's been through all these things that I be talking to y'all about. Okay, I'm coming to you as a human being on a spiritual journey, on a life experience, trying to figure it out just like you. So I'm never coming to you from a place of judgment, even though messages come across harshly. I just ain't got no filter. I'm just going to tell you what I got to tell you. You can take it how you want to take it. It comes from a place of love. Y'all know me. This is Mimi's house, right? So I said, what does the Bible say about growth? The Bible says that growth is important and encourages believers to pursue spiritual growth and maturity. What did this card just tell y'all about? Okay. Let me keep on keeping on because we going somewhere. We going somewhere. If y'all feel like I'm over here cooking with grease this morning, put the skillet with the little eggs cooking in the chat. Because I told y'all I wasn't going to come. I was about to go get back in my bed. I done been up since 1 o'clock dealing with y'all folks. With y'all shenanigans, okay? Now, it says spiritual growth, okay? To grow in your understanding of God's grace and to deepen their relationship with God. Now, when I saw this, the first thing the Spirit said to me, why do you act like growing pains is not a real thing? They call them growing pains for a reason. It's painful. Okay, it's painful. So whoever said that growing was going to be an easy endeavor? If you look at your physical body, many of you, as you were growing up, you started getting stretch marks, right? Some of y'all got stretch marks. For those of you who may have had babies, you got stretch marks. I got them. I said, Lord, if I got to have a baby, I don't want to get fat and sloppy. I want to have an easily delivery. And please don't let me get a bunch of stretch marks. Yeah, I got jokes. I only gained 10 pounds the whole time I was pregnant. I was all stomach. My baby came out in 2 pushes. I had a natural delivery. I breastfed. I didn't have no problems with giving birth. Them doggone stretch marks, they came in a final ended in my 9th month of pregnancy. And then they was hiding from me. I'm gonna stop. But y'all see, they was hiding from me. They was underneath my stomach. My son father said, what bit you? I said, bit me? All of a sudden, I go get the mirror, y'all. Because y'all know I like to laugh at life, right? I go and I look at the mirror. It's a mother trucking stretch mark. I said, you know what, God, you got jokes. So I got 2 out of the 3. I did a good job. I got 60% of what I asked for. Okay, now I'm going to leave that alone. Now, deepening your relationship with God. The first thing that came up was 2 Peter 3:18, but grow in grace and the knowledge of the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. Okay. The second thing that came up was the palm tree. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm fascinated with a palm tree. Okay. I'm fascinated with palm trees from reading about them in the Bible. And every time I go abroad or I go to places where I see palm trees have got to be the strongest doggone tree you have ever seen in your life. Now, in the Bible, specifically in the book of Psalms, it talks about how when storms come, palm trees are able to go back and forth. Okay. They bend whichever way they going. So if a storm is coming, the tree gonna bend that way. So you telling me I'm supposed to be durable enough to bend, but not break? You're supposed to be strong enough to bend, but not break. You're supposed to be flexible. In other words, you're supposed to be nimble. You're supposed to be able to handle what is coming. But it also talks about speaking in truth. That's a different scripture. And we will be able to grow with every respect. Okay. So this is clearly about growth. And that's what brought me here today. Because somebody is like me, going through growing pains, not understanding the who, what, whens, and whys. Things are happening the way that they are happening for you and why they're happening to you. But we know that all things are coming together and working for our good. So the question is, in what ways are we even seeing that we are even growing? How do you measure your growth? I used the example previously about stretch marks. So if you had no booty and you got booty, now you got some stretch marks sometimes. You were short, now you got tall, you got stretch marks sometimes. That's how you're able to measure growth. But how do you measure growth when you're in mental fog and chaos? Your peace is being disrupted. How do you measure growth? How do you measure that? Can you measure when you're doing the best that you can do with what you have? Remember, we talked about that this week. You're doing the absolute best you can with what you have. And for some reason, it feels like you can't stretch anymore. You can't grow anymore. It's painful. You might be crying a lot. You might be dealing with anxiety and grief. You might even be dealing with depression, frustration, angry, hostility. Real emotions that are reflective of your true feelings inside. And what do you do? What do you do? The question is, what do you do with that? How do you overcome the obstacles of growing? Now, for some, you might have grew too fast, and that's why you got stretch marks. For others, you might not have grown fast enough. That's why you having adversity and tribulations. But how do you know when you're keeping up at the rate of speed that you should be growing through the situation that you're growing through? Isn't that something to think about? Raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand in the chat if you could really benefit from some type of release. I don't care what the problem is that you're going through in your life. Raise your hand in the chat if you feel like you could really benefit from some relief. Raise your hand in the chat if you could think you could actually benefit from some type of relief. I don't care if it's financial relief. I don't care if it's, well, most times financial relief always is a win. You know, we ain't gonna never tell you, God, don't bless me. Don't give me no money. Who says that ever? You know? Emotional relief. Okay. Ooh, somebody needs some sexual relief. I ain't mad at you. Everybody who's in here, hands should be up. Because you're not finna sit up here and lie to me and tell me that you happy and got your life all the way 100% together. Because that is so unreal. I don't know who you think you fooling, but you're not fooling me, okay? We all got something, boo. Okay? We all got something. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so what's the overall energy reading here? Matter of fact, let's switch gears. Put your drums in the chat if y'all ready to get over to this energy reading, because I'm telling you, this growth got something to do with something. That's why I pulled out more cards, because I want to get down to the bottom of it. What is causing the blockers in your life right now? That's what I want to talk about. What is causing the blockers right now? If you're ready to get into this reading, go ahead and hit the drums. And who is this Mickey Ficky coming up here to my house? Oh, Amazon. Boy, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Amazon know they need to quit. This boy backing in my driveway like he know me, like he my man or something. Parking and reversing in my driveway. Y'all, you got to laugh and keep from crying. Oh, he cute. Thank you. Thank you. Now he got the dog barking. If y'all ready to get to this reading, hit the drums. All right, here we go. See, I be having, I be having little boomerang boos. So I be having to look like, who is this? Pulling up like you know me. Hey. All right, so Spirit, talk to us. We invite you into this place, Spirit. Communicate with us. Give us the clarity that we need. Lord, you know who's in this room. You know what they need. You know the conversations that are going on. You know the things that are not being seen. Use me as your vessel right now to communicate with your people. All right. I wanted to make sure I focus. Because I'm telling you, let me tell you something. A garbage man can come down the street. Don't let him be handsome. Hey, handsome, thank you for taking out my garbage. I appreciate you so much. I'm telling you, them uniforms, I'd be like, doo, spider webs, come on. Okay, anyway. Here we go. The land between. Somebody is definitely feeling like you are in between a rock and a hard place right now. And again, I do apologize, you guys, if the lighting is off right now. The sun is changing the lighting, which is why I come on mostly in the evening, okay? But we got the land in between. So it feels like you're trying to make sense of the right way to go, okay? You could be an earth sign and or have heavy earth placements. This feels abnormal to you, this season of your life. That's weird. Well, no, it's not weird. As I looked at this card, I looked at my cup. My cup says faith on one side. The back side says faith is not always a leap. Sometimes it is just one little step after another with lots of falling downs and getting back up in between. But what caught my attention was it isn't always a leap. And as I was looking at this, it seems like you can just take that direct leap and get to where you're going and get what you need to get. But the reality is one misstep and you've fallen over. This feels surreal. You're trying to work around changes in your life that don't make sense. The growing pains. Going through it. Okay. Let's continue. What is the truth that we need to know right now for our journey? What is the truth that we need to know right now for our journey? You may also be a earth sign. I'm sorry, I said earth already. You may also be a air sign, was what I meant. You're definitely going to new levels. You're definitely going to new levels. It feels like my legs just got tired. It feels like you're walking the distance. You're slowly but surely walking and going the distance. You may be feeling like you're elevating as well. Like you're continuing. Thank you, Reggie, for my gift. You may be feeling like you're elevating and going up to a new level. So something that you're going through is requiring you to upgrade. And you wasn't necessarily ready for this. This is something that came your way out of nowhere. It caught you off guard. You're feeling stuck like Chuck. There's lessons here that you need to learn. Okay? Definitely lessons that are here for you to learn. Thank you for my flowers, Queen. Now, the truth that you need to hear right now for your journey. Okay. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So there is fear involved with this. Okay, there is some fear involved with it. Perhaps you're trying to control the outcome. Perhaps you're afraid of things not working out, trying to save face. Okay? But when you operate from the spirit of love, okay, it's nothing to it but to do it. I tell people often as I'm doing these lives, do everything afraid. Because you would never be prepared for anything that you think that you're really going to be prepared for. You're never going to be prepared. People can prepare you all day and tell you what it's going to be like, what it's going to feel like. They're talking from their perspective and their opinions. Thank you, user. That don't mean that's going to be your experience. Earlier, I was giving an example of childbirth and how everybody was telling me I was crazy for wanting to have a natural childbirth. Oh my God, you're going to be in labor forever. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. Not me. Not me. He came right on out. It just felt like I had to go to the bathroom real bad. And as soon as he came out, I was so thankful my stomach stopped hurting. So I share that with you to say that you have to be mindful of what other people are telling you, because that does feed a spirit of fear because you don't know what to expect. But what I'm telling you is no matter how much people try to prepare you and tell you about what an experience or an encounter is going to be like, that does not mean that that's going to be your particular experience. Do everything afraid. Because when you move in fear, you're paralyzing yourself from growing. Okay? Now, love is abundant. Love is all around us. We got to radiate love, even when it's not something particularly that we want to be fond of, right? I think we neutralize love and sanitize it to being only in romantic or like family familiarity situations. But like, if I come from a place of love, for example, if I'm living and operating from a place of love, I'll give you an example, traffic. We all been in traffic jams before. And somebody is so fearful that the light is going to change that they won't let you come out to cut in front of them and get in front of them. Now, y'all both going the same dang on direction. Whether or not you let me get out in front of you is not going to expedite your movement to the light. The light is red. But if you operate from a space of love, you will allow me to cut in front of you to go ahead and go, because I'm waiting to get out so I too can go. That's an example of operating with love, okay? Now, you're having to purpose yourself at this time to operate from that space of love, okay? This is not an easy task. I'm feeling like mental distress is definitely going on here, okay? It's mental distress, mental chaos, mental disarray. You're feeling like you're stuck. You're in between a rock and a hard place, okay? A rock and a hard place, for sure. And this is about growth. Really? You're daydreaming a lot. Daydreaming. Envisioning. Y'all see these clouds? Oh, this card. There are clouds on this card, and there's also clouds on this card. You're definitely in a space where you're doing a whole lot of thinking and reflecting, trying to make sense, trying to create a path forward. You're trying to strategize on how do you move forward. And what I am basically telling you is that what you're trying to figure out, you can't figure it out because it's not for you to figure out. Here come another delivery, y'all. Hold on. All right, he didn't blow the horn. Now, this is challenging. I will say this is very challenging for you. I'm definitely seeing somebody being in constant prayer about what's going on. Feeling like you about to run out of gas. But it's just a growing pain. Okay, standing in business said me. Okay. It's just a growing pain. I'm not trying to devalue it. Okay. So I'm not undermining your crises. I'm surely not. So please don't think that when I said that. Okay. It's a heaviness. It's a stress. Anxiety. An angst. Feeling paralyzed by this fear. You got to grow through fear. Some signs that this reading may be for you. You may be seeing a whole lot of motivational phrases right now, like never give up. I just told y'all this morning, I saw growth twice. It came in the form of numbers and it came in the form of my vitamins. And I said, really, God? You just gonna do this to me right now? Seriously. Okay, so growth is definitely a thing. Now, our soul whisper. For those of you who are new to Pisces Tarot, this is the only time you ever see me read from a book. And the only reason why you ever see me read from this book is because I do like the way that this book words things, okay? Balance. 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 I feel like somebody feel like they can't breathe right now. Balance. Balance is not something you can find. It is something that you create. Now is the time to address any areas of imbalance in your life. It is easy to find yourself overly engaged in one aspect of the human experience and at the expense of another. Okay? If one area is neglected for long enough, you may fail to act as a cohesive unit and in return find it difficult to flourish. Balance does not mean that all areas of your life must be at a consistent equilibrium. It is likely that you will experience a natural ebb and flow between personal priority areas through your life. Remember not to veer too far off in one direction. You may become aware that you are focused in one area more than others, considering a conscious effort to pay attention to the neglected area. Remember that to truly thrive, you must create that you are not neglecting any aspects of your core self. This is about stability, poise, consistency, ebb, and flow. Okay? That's what this is about. And what this is talking about is focusing on the area of your life that you are afraid of, which I'm telling you, it is fear-based. It is fear-based. When I started thinking what I was thinking this morning, it was all out of fear. The next time you find yourself being worried about something, ask yourself, why am I really worried about that? And I promise you, if you look at the root cause, it has something to do with fear. But most of us are not even going to be honest enough to call it by name. Steal, kill, and destroy. Now, before I pull this is a shadow work. I want to skip over here because I was just told to do so. This is our soul truth. What is the soul truth that we need to hear right now? Or need to think about? Soul truth. What is the soul truth? Some of you are afraid of criticism. And I hate to tell you that y'all already been dealing with naysayers all this time anyway. So what's one more? Make your decision and stand on it. Whatever it is that you want to do, do it. Hey, Zakira, welcome back. Some things ain't worth being the hill to die on. Sometimes you just got to know your audience enough to let them have a moment. You want to feel the way you feel. You want to say the things you're going to say. You know that ain't a person you can talk to. Why you keep on telling them your business anyway? If all you know they're going to do is criticize you and ridicule you, why you talking to them anyway? Stop inviting unsupporters and unbelievers to your personal party. All they want to do is come for the gossip anyway and tell your business. Stop coming for that. Now, your soul truth today is y'all don't believe me? You're going to be a believer right now, God dog it. Y'all ready for this soul truth? Somebody needs to breathe. Y'all need to breathe. Take in some deep breaths and release. Am I in my head or in my heart? Didn't I just tell y'all operating from a place of fear? If you heard me just say that, not even 5 minutes ago, raise your hand in the chat. If you heard me say that you're operating from a place of fear, hey boo, hey, raise your hand in the chat. What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of your own life, where your head meets your heart and miracles happen. Didn't I just tell y'all to do what you want to do what's going to make you happy? Didn't I said that, right? I said that. I'm pretty sure I said that out loud. Not even 5 minutes ago. Today, you guys are being encouraged to master your mind, watch an inspiring video, do some taping, read empowerment books, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and in your dreams. Okay. So this is about you overcoming. Remember that daydreaming card? This is about that. If you know I'm talking to you this morning, I want to see you flood out my chat with white hearts. If you know I'm talking to you, flood out my chat right now with white hearts. If you know it's been a struggle and you know exactly what I'm talking about, fill out the chat with white hearts right now. What is some shadow work that we need to work on, Spirit? What is some shadow work that the people in this reading need to work on? Okay. Apathy. Ignite your passion for what is the antidote to indifference. Okay. So this is encouraging you to overcome indifference, disinterest, and detachment. Apathy. Didn't I just tell y'all to stop inviting naysayers to your party? Your private party, your very private party. All they want to do is come and gossip. I know y'all heard me say that. I know you heard me say that. We got a you problem. And I'm not saying that to you because I'm part of you. I just sat up here and told y'all my story about how I got started this morning. How I wasn't going to come here and Spirit just started talking to me about growth. You got chance, you got fate, you got destiny. But how do you prepare for any of those things? Some of them you can't. That's life. Stuff just gonna up and happen to you, whether you wanted it to happen or not. Life consists of the ups and the downs, with the downs being the most painful things that you have ever experienced in your life. That is life. But you grow from that in preparation of going to the next level, going to the next phase, going to the next thing. And right now, you're feeling stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to decide if you're going to take a leap, if you're going to jump, if you're going to walk, if you're going to fall. And right now, you're being encouraged to not get weary and flexibility. Right now, you feeling like, oh, I'm going too far this way, I'm going to break. Oh, I'm going too far that way, I'm going to break. But did you break? But did you break? You didn't stumble. You didn't crumble. You didn't fall apart. It ain't over. You still got air in your lungs. You still got functionality of your limbs. You still got most of all your teeth. It ain't over. Even if you got to buy some teeth. Sugar, it ain't over. It ain't over. So why you over here breaking down? Why you voluntarily giving up? Why you voluntarily quitting? It ain't over. If your frustration is with a loved one, can you put a red heart in the chat? If your frustration is with work, can you put a green heart in the chat? If your frustration is with you, can you put a pink heart in the chat? So if you're having issues with a loved one, I want you to put a red heart in the chat. If it's work related, put a green heart in the chat. If you're having self-love issues, I want you to put a pink heart in the chat. If you got all three, I want you to put all three. This year has just been hell. Do you hear me? Hell. Has been. Meaning there's an end in sight. Okay. We rebuking that spirit of fear. All right, here we go. I can't make this up, y'all. I cannot make this up. I trust the process of life. Do y'all see those plants and that seed over there? I trust the process of life. There is a rhythm and flow to life. Didn't we just talk about the ebb and flow of life? Raise your hand if you just heard us talking about that. Raise your hand in the chat if you just heard us talk about this. There is an ebb and flow. There is a rhythm and flow to life, and I am a part of it. Life supports me and brings me to only good and positive experiences. I trust the process of life to bring me to my highest good. We're being encouraged right now to trust the process. We got to trust the process. Now, some of y'all probably like, girl, this sound good. What process you talking about so I could double click in? Because I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. Help me understand. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, Mimi. I get you. So a lot of people were talking about love, some relationships, some self-love, right? So I'm going to double tap into first the relationship and self-love piece of it. Then we're going to switch into the relationship. The career piece. Just remind me. Okay. So switching gears. Spirit, give us some clues as to what is going on with our relationships. Make your messages tailored to the specific people that are in this reading who need to know some clarity, some information. Give them guidance for their greatest and highest good, for the harm of none, but for the benefit of all. Give us some messages. Give us some messages. I feel like he's been talking loud and clear. Okay? He's been talking loud and clear. If I'm at your door, I want you to put a door in the chat. If I'm knocking on your door, I want you to put a door in the chat. Okay, somebody may have been gambling or taking risks, dealing with like bad financial decisions. Okay, so maybe some of the stress has something to do with bad financial decisions, gambling, taking a whole lot of risk. Okay, when we talk about gambling, that don't always mean that we're talking about going to the casino. Okay, you could be just spending money on things that are unfruitful. I spent some money yesterday and I was like, bro, I really didn't have to spend that money. You know what I'm saying? That's taking a risk. Okay? So you could be having you or somebody that you're dealing with could be having financial issues. Now, what is this? What's going on? Some of this could be job related too, like financial issues from like a job. Everything going up, money getting tight, creating issues, creating stress, creating tension. Let's stand in faith. If you would like to get a bag of money, drop a bag of money in the chat. If you could benefit from receiving a bag of money right now, let's everybody flood out the chat with money, whatever, a bag of money, dollar signs, whatever you can find that's related to money. We're going to stand in agreement. Because what I believe to be true is when two or three come together and whatever we asking for, it's going to be done. I'm going to need for that cash to come raining in. And I ain't talking about, child, I ain't talking about tax season. Because I don't know who doing your taxes, but we ain't getting money back like we used to, okay? So if you ready to get that money flowing, you ready to have a peace of mind from your money, flood it out with the money. Yeah, let's flood it out, child. Make it rain, make it rain. We gotta make it rain. Gotta ask that we have all that we need to supply every need and have more than enough to do charitable good work for everybody else according to your word. 2 Corinthians 2. 2 Corinthians 9 and 8. Misspoke. Amen. Get some money going. All right, here we go. Okay, so somebody is making a quick runaway. You're dealing with somebody who's trying to run or escape the relationship or the issues in the relationship. I don't know if this is you or another person, but you definitely got somebody trying to get away. Okay? Perhaps somebody don't know how to deal with things as life gets hard. Remember, we're talking about growing pains. So it is very much so possible that you hit a rough patch and the person that you are trying to build with or relying on for emotional support right now, they don't know how to deal with this. And they're running. Oh, hell no. Here you go, adding on to my stress. Mickey Ficky. Oh, that's always funny to me when I say that. Mickey Ficky, you Mickey Ficky. What is the T? What is the T? Oh! I'm hoping I said this right. Guidance says, running emotionally but not leaving. Child, you need, if you're gonna be gone, you need to go ahead and get on out. Okay, if you're gonna be leaving me emotionally, you're gonna need to leave me physically too, because I don't need to be paying for you and mine. Okay, if you got an issue and you don't want to be here, please by all means leave. I ain't gonna beg you more than once to stay. Get your shit and get out. We ain't doing that. We are not doing that. Not in this year. Not in 2025, we not. We have a no tolerance zone in 2025. Too busy winning. Somebody is about to be too busy winning. Now, y'all probably over here like, what in the world is she doing with all these cards? I promise y'all they got something to do with something. Y'all don't believe me? You gonna watch. You gonna find out and see. What lies beneath all of this? Somebody been waiting on finding out they're gonna be eligible for a promotion, or somebody was waiting on a promotion to come through. I feel like somebody's getting a promotion. There's some type of increase coming in your life from work. Promotion. I also feel like this promotion may cause a wedge between you and this person, the same person that we're talking about. What lies beneath all of this? What in the world y'all got going on? Now, don't let me find out y'all been over here trying to start up an OnlyFans. I'm not judging if that's what you're doing. But, you know. Baby, listen. I'm not mad at you if that's what you want to do. I'm not mad at you at all.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? I'm about to make a name for myself here.
When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? I definitely feel like you've been thinking about alternative ways of making money. Alternative ways to come out of this situation that you're in. I'll tell y'all something funny. I was at the store one day and I made a joke because I had a bracelet and I lost the bracelet. And I made a joke because the lady came showing me this really nice bracelet. And it wasn't that I couldn't afford the bracelet. I didn't want to be able to afford the bracelet, okay? The bracelet was like $15,000. And I was like, I'm not trying to create another bill to pay for a diamond bracelet. Nobody knows the difference between this bracelet and that bracelet. The only person that knows the difference is me. And I don't see the point. I know it's on sale, you know, but by the time you pay interest and stuff like that, it's just not worth it. So I said, well, I was just joking. I said, if I'm going to get that, I'm going to need an OF. My son said, Mom, what do you need that for? I looked at him, I said, what do you know about it? Tell me what you know about it. It's a program. People get on the internet and they show their bodies. Y'all, the first thing I said was, if you don't get off the internet, and why do you know about that?
Embarrassing.
Don't underestimate what your children know. Now, when we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Pop-up visits, surprise visits. Okay? Somebody's reaching out in person. Did somebody just break up with their loved ones? Girl, I don't know what he Googling, child. I have no idea. I have no idea. He be watching some stuff on YouTube. I be like, child, I got the child protection thing on there. It ain't working. Okay, Ty says she did. Did you and your person once live together, Ty? Or were you sharing like financial responsibility with somebody, with this person? Now, the true emotion here. What is the true emotion here? Okay, Ashley, were you also financially obligated with this person? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? I got a question to ask because I don't want to imply. I just want to make sure I'm reading this right. Were these fully developed, healthy relationships, or were these situationships where you benefited financially from these things, but when things got difficult, this person kind of like took a step back? It's no judgment here. Thank you, Jasmine, for my gift. It's definitely no judgment here. We all over here having conversations. Okay, thank you, Ty, for your honesty. Okay, we having grown folks conversation. This is Mimi's house. This is Auntie Mimi talking. Okay? So it's no shame here. It's no judgment at all. Okay? Spirit, show me a place that could be show me a place that's that resonates, that aligns with the people who this message is meant for. Show me a place or a situation that aligns closely with the people who are in this reading. I feel as though this person ran because they weren't ready to face responsibility. They were just in it for the naked Olympics, the benefits thereof. And they wanted to give financial support because they knew that they were half-stepping. Beaches, sand, sun, relaxation, and leisure. I don't know if this person travels a lot. We'll have to keep looking. This person could be also a water sign, okay? Perhaps you started traveling just a little bit more. You started taking that risk on yourself because you needed to get away. But I'm definitely feeling as though this was something that you really could not afford to do. But the stress that's been going on has been so insurmountable. I'm sorry, it's been so sizable, not insurmountable. The stress has been so sizable that you needed to take a step away. You needed to take a break. And now that you're starting to do things for yourself, that's part of your confidence rebuilding. You trust in the process of your life. I definitely feel like this is starting to give you that confidence and that air of winning. Okay. So this is making you feel very good right now, despite the situation and the circumstances. But I do feel like this person is going to be reaching out. You got a surprise visit coming. Stability, flow, trying to balance. That's the second time that word that came out today. Balance, juggling, uncertainty, stress, choices, chaos. This is a summary of what we talked about. Is it not? Water is here again. Could be a water sign with water placements. If y'all ready to get into this business, I need to see the magnifying glasses go up in the chat. Put the magnifying glasses in the chat. I want to know. Hey, Belinda, welcome. I want to know who business this is. I want to know who business this is. Put the magnifying glasses in the chat because it's time for us to get down to who business this is. Whose business is this?
I should have followed my own. I should have followed my own intuition. I should have followed my own. I knew it. I should have followed my own. 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 Willing.
All right. I want to know whose business this is. Like, y'all probably like, what in the world this got to do with somebody growing? Because you growing through some stuff. That's what it is. That's a piece of it. Whose business is this? Whose business is this? Whose business is this? I feel like I'm getting the impression as well that this could also embody a third party situation that you didn't know about. Somebody in the far distance. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because here we have the sun down here, which is fire sign. Okay, but it's far off. So you have a cloud over here. You have the earth elements. So I'm definitely thinking there could be a third party, which is also complicating things. Whose business is this, Spirit? Whose business is this? I'm just curious. Is there somebody here that got pregnant by a person and they didn't want to be responsible for the baby? Right. I'm seeing pregnancy. Now, I looked at this card again as well, and it has quick getaway as well. So we have quick, thank you, Marlake, for my gifts. We have quick getaway here, which is tied to this beach. So perhaps I'm gathering you might have gone on vacation with this person, and some things happened on vacation, as vacations should be vacations. Some things might have happened here. But you may not have known that in the background there was some other things going on. Somebody here just recently got pregnant or may have gotten pregnant by somebody. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Belinda said, I love it, Mimi. Okay. Whose business is this? Whose business is this? Whose business is this? I promise y'all, sometimes I just wish I could show up and give y'all a nice happy ever after. That happens like once every 100 readings. All right, here we go. We have a fire sign here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're coming in as the emperor right now. Okay, this is respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules, power, authority, a father figure. Protection, control, discipline, focus, practicality. Okay? The emperor. The person that they could be dealing with is a air sign. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Coming in as the Five of Swords, dealing with past resentments, desire to reconcile, making amends, desire to forgive. Okay? Let me ask the question because I just want to know now. Spirit, can you tell me very clearly if this is a true soulmate divine connection? Give me a yes. Okay. A yes or no. Yep. Yes, it could be. We got the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is greed, indulgence, material loss, stubborn, obsessed with wealth and status, financially inadept. So we already knew that there was some type of financial issues going on because we pulled it out here. Okay. Y'all okay out there? Y'all okay out there? Because, I mean, I just want to know. I want to know what's going on.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Here we go. Sexy Red says barely. I know that's red, right? All right, here we go. Father, what is going on? Fire and air signs. Fire and air signs. Fire and air signs. Well, for one, it feels like there is some type of disagreement that has taken place that has caused there to be some type of disconnect. And we knew that from the first card that we pulled, which was the land in between. We knew that. Y'all gonna be mad at me when I tell y'all this, but I really strongly feel like there is an earth sign somewhere in this mix. I feel that way because we have trying to balance, juggling, uncertainty, stressful choices, and chaos. What are you juggling? If it's not a third party situation, what on earth are you juggling? What are you juggling? But remember, I told y'all when we first started this reading, I said there could be a third party fire sign. I said that. Glenn said the kids. I'm going to go jump into this reading because I don't want to pre-read too much into it. Here we go. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your present energy right now is the 10 of Wands. You sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Baby, you are walking away. You done. You done had it. Whatever this mother trucker did the last time, that was enough to set it off. Do you hear me? It was enough to put an end to it. That was where you were stuck between that rock and a hard place. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I take this leap of faith? What would me stand in this situation look and feel like for me, knowing what I know?
I am sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Okay? You in a bind. In a bind. It has become too labor intense for you to continue to go through this with this person. Okay, Spirit. How far does this go back? How far does this go back? I'm not feeling like this is like a short-term relationship. I'm definitely feeling like this is a long-term. This has been a long-term thing. I feel like y'all been together with this person probably like within the last 5 years or so. So this is not a new relationship. This is definitely a longer term relationship. that you've been dealing with this. Okay, Ashley said 3 years, Glenn said 23 years. Okay. So something happened within the last 5 years specifically that has caused this to get to this point of disarray. And I feel like, okay, QB say 5 years. Okay, so I feel like this has gotten to the point where, again, this is a boiling point. This is something that I'm sick and tired of. Something I am sick and tired of. And they were not prepared for you to pick up your bags and walk away. They thought that they could just keep doing what they was going to do and thinking that it was not going to be any issues. No, boo. It's issues going on. And at this point, I'm prepared to walk away. And I don't give a fluke what you say.
You should have been talking shit.
Okay? Tasia on YouTube is saying 5 years of bull crap. Yeah. It's definitely here. Now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your present energy right now is coming in as the Lovers in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius was so frustrated with, they felt like nagging. They felt like nagging. They felt like they were being forced to make a decision that they were not ready to make. Excuse me. They feel like you were forcing them to make a decision one way or the other. And they were not ready. Whatever the conversation was the last time, whatever the last time, the final last time was, it did not sit well with this person at all. And they decided that they were going to walk away. They were going to leave. They was going to do whatever they had to do and enjoy their lives. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. They thought they was going to walk away and do whatever they was going to do. They thought they were going to enjoy their lives. They were frustrated by their own malarkey.
Oh, a bunch of bullshit.
Okay? So, in other words, they made a bid. They had to lie in said bid. And then they didn't want to have to deal with the consequences of messing up their bed.
Bruh.
Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You just got to the point to where it was enough talking. I don't want to hear it anymore. Whatever you saying, I'm blocking it out.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
You got focused. Started handling your business. Started doing your thing. You started winning. Started living your best life. Getting promotions, getting new jobs, money coming in. Things just coming together.
Why y'all so mad at me? Why have I done to everybody but to get money?
You've been minding your business. The glow up has been real. And I don't feel like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius really missed this. The only thing that was really popping in this really was this. What y'all little freak selves. That was it. You can find replacement anywhere. Okay? It might not be the same quality, but you can definitely go anywhere and get you anything, anytime. Ain't nobody stuck on ugly. We got it. We can get it.
Ow.
Okay? Now, the positives in this is that both of you kind of waited, hoping in your heart. You didn't really say this out loud, but you were waiting for this person to come back. You were waiting for them to apologize. You were waiting for them to come to their senses, per se. You were envisioning that this was going to be more than what you thought it was.
Stop it. What?
You thought this was really more than what it was. And you have been so disappointed because they have not made the first move to correct their behavior.
Survey said.
You have blocked them. You done deleted them. You done moved, changed your email. You done did all of those things. But you're still thinking about this person. And Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Spirit has been trying to get you to understand that you need to grow past this. Why are you settling for somebody who ain't settling for you?
Okay.
They've been playing big mind games with you this whole doggone time, just breadcrumbing you and stringing you along, not taking you serious, playing games, dangling their other side piece in front of your face, probably even brazen enough to tell you that they're going to be with the other person. And you're just like, you know what? If that's what you're going to do, it should have been a secret. That's a secret that you keep to yourself. But the fact that you over here telling me and everybody else is just beyond disrespectful. I feel like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you tried to find a common ground with this situation and you weren't happy with that. Like, you tried your best to try to come up with a solution that was going to make you feel good about the situation, and you just decided that, you know, it was cool as long as I had to understand it. But why you out here telling everybody else our business? It's crazy. It's crazy. And to make things worse, this was a public embarrassment. This wasn't like this was something that was a secret to you. This was public embarrassment. These Mickey Fickies right here. The consequence here is that you thought that this was a perfect match for you. You gave this person way too much benefit of doubt. You felt like there was going to be a partnership here. You thought that things were going to come together. You guys were going to be able to make the most of it. You thought that you were going to be in a position where you were going to be able to thrive. You thought it was about to be something worthwhile, worth the investment, worth the patience, worth the suffering.
Keep that a secret.
But that's not what happened. Everybody knew. Everybody knew what was going on. And it was humiliating.
I am disgusted.
What this is trying to teach you is not to be afraid to do what you need to do. Make the decision that you need to make for you. It's going to always be easier for you to stay in a situation that ain't serving you. And again, as we discussed in the beginning of this reading, Spirit is telling you to grow through these things. Yeah, you might have wasted time. You may have a little stretch mark here or there. But life ain't over for you. You can go above and beyond. You can grow. You can go do anything that you want to do. Why are you choosing to settle? I hate to say it, but this person still, even if they do, and they will be popping back up because it's right here. Let me pick it up so you can see it. Even though they popping up with a surprise visit, maybe dangling over your head, something about a wedding ring, engagement, reaching out to you, calling, doing all that stuff. They can do all of that. But why would you so ever put yourself in a position to be comfortable with dealing with a person that ain't even ready, nowhere near to commit, ain't nowhere near ready to be in a monogamous situation?
I see you. We good. Okay, we good. I see. We see each other. We see each other. We good.
Why are you looking back? Hoping for them to return. If they were ready, if they were mature, if they were ripe, if they were developed, yes, they could have been a real good partner. But the reality is they not. Your whole relationship was worse than the episode on Jerry Springer. And all your friends is looking at you like, girl, what is wrong with you? And all you can say is,
Illness.
that's all you can say. That's all you can do. Child, ain't no judgment. We all been there before. Some people just know how to scramble some eggs, okay? And that was one of them. Knew how to scramble some eggs. Had the best scrambled eggs you ever have in your life. What you need to do to heal? Stop being afraid of what other people are going to think. Stop worried about what other people are going to think. For some reason or another, you are very much so embarrassed by the fact that people were aware that all that was going on in your house wasn't good. I feel like there was a lot of passion, a lot of action, and excitement. That's why these two cards are here. Okay? So yeah, this was offering you these things at one point in time. Okay? Okay? So yeah, y'all had a lot of excitement going on here at one point in time. Until things got serious. And then you realized you couldn't take this trucker for serious. This person once made you feel alive. This person also once put you in a position to where you felt like you can be honest with yourself about who you are and what you were, and not feel like you're lacking something as a woman or as a man. You felt like that at that time. But all of these things are pointing to the fact that you thought that this was a real, for sure thing right here. And this person came to this situation never intending on being your man or your woman forever. They never had the intention to do that. They never intended on being here for you in that way. It was a joke to them. It was a joke. They was here for a little time, not a long time. And that was devastating. Please don't let my description with oversimplification minimize or devalue the pain that you went through, because that's not it at all. But that is also why Spirit has been talking to us about growth and leaving things behind. Start reimagining what can your life look like? Start tapping into the balance that you so seek, but don't live with fear. You've been encouraged to leave this alone. But for some reason or another, you still just refuse to let go. You feel like you can't move on from this. And the question is why? Why do you feel like you can't move on for this? Because he was giving you some money every now and then? How much is your sanity worth? How much is it worth? Some hair money? Some nail money? I mean, how much is your sanity worth?
You seem like the type of woman who still falls and can get as stupid as the rest of us girls. Do you think I'm gullible? I think that you can be. Well, with the right man, no, not like that. You get stupid. I'm not going to be stupid.
Aretha said, you get stupid. I ain't going to be stupid with you. Okay? I feel like this is that third person coming in here with this page of wands in reverse. I definitely feel like there was some type of third party person here, a younger person, who came and disrupted. Maybe they had another little boo thing that they was dealing with, and she got on the computer, started talking reckless and telling everybody all your business, putting your stuff out on Front Street. But it was definitely a younger woman that was over here facilitating this gossip mill, trying to push you out the way. And I feel like the more you tried to get to the bottom of it, the more he ignored the stew out of you. I definitely feel that.
I want you to answer my question.
Accusation. False accusation.
Okay? Now, seriously? Thank you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are leaving this behind. We got the Ten of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Wands. You decided this ain't worth the risk. This ain't worth the level of effort. You want to play games? Play games. But what you're not about to do is play games in my face.
Do not come.
I can't make this up. The Five of Cups is clarifying the Five of Cups. They thought that you were going to come back. They thought that you were not going to stand on business. They thought that you was just talking. They thought you were just talking. They were not expecting for you to not come through. They were not expecting that at all. All the rumors, all the false accusations, all of the lies, all of the deceit is coming out. And they still hoping, praying, wishing that you stuck on stupid. They think that you so doggone matized that you don't understand. Or you're not believing. You stood by this person so much. Now it's just like, you sitting over here watching the information unfold. Angry, but not bitter, just angry. Because this person drug you along all this time. You're really over here trying to figure out what in the world was going on. And all you know is that you're finding out about lie after lie after lie after lie.
The lie. There you go.
But this person is learning. They had a hard pill to swallow. They had to hit their head on the ground to understand that they violated. And they are trying to balance and stabilize the situation by acting like it ain't what they said it is. They trying to act like, oh, don't believe Waukesha. You know, she just in her feelings. You know, that girl a liar. No, bro. You was out here playing these games with this girl. Y'all on TikTok. Y'all seen that viral story about the side? Now, she was so out of pocket for this. But did y'all see the side chick that had the nerve to call the wife on the husband phone to tell the wife that the husband was at her house? Y'all seen that? Raise your hand in the chat if y'all seen it. If not, y'all on TikTok, look it up. This is why I say she was out of pocket. I can understand her calling to tell or to inquire information. But here's where she was out of pocket. You the side girl. How you gonna get an attitude with the wife? What a respect. All she had to do was say, ma'am, I just found out that your husband was lying to me about being married. I just wanted to let you know he over here at my house. This is my address. You can come pick him up. Go back and listen to the first part. She had a damn attitude. Now I can understand you feel salty. Everybody would have, any woman in her right mind would have felt salty. But this is this man's wife. of 10 years. You think she's excited about having this conversation with you right now? Absolutely not. So why you getting an attitude with her, getting confrontational with her?
Absolutely not. Child, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's all I'm saying. Why you getting an attitude? Because she mad. Now, I did think it was kind of wild that the lady dropped the man clothes off at that. You want to go live over there? Be over there. Come get your stuff and get out. I ain't mad at the wife for that now. But I just didn't like the tone that the side chick was using when she called the wife. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I didn't like her tone. I felt like if you was brazen enough and big girl enough to pick up the phone and call, you big girl enough to have a grown woman conversation. Whatever timeline you been on, because the wife said y'all been messing around for 6 months. She said 5 months. Same different. 5, 6 months. Don't matter. This been mine for 10 years. So whatever timeline you talking about is irrelevant because that man is married. Period. But if you was big enough to pick up the phone and call that woman and fix your mouth to tell that woman what you tell her, you had to be big enough to listen to what she had to say. And she wasn't coming from a place of resentment. She was like, oh, I got something to do then. That's all she was saying. But the girl got an attitude. Anyway, here we go. I can't make this up. We got the 6 of Wands clarifying with the 6 of Wands again. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all thought y'all was doing something by leaving this man. He know you ain't going nowhere. He know you ain't going nowhere. He know you ain't going nowhere. It might not be true, but that's what he feel in his heart. He feel like he still got you. Look at this look on his face. Y'all see that look on that man's face? So conniving. Feeling like he winning. Feeling like he still got something pulling you back.
Goodbye.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Let him think what he gonna think. Because he got his Ace of Swords in reverse. He gonna find out real quick. You don't have the same amount of love for him like you used to have. Your response is gonna be different. See, you effed around and you done found out. See, in the past, by now, I would have been calling.
Hello, it's me.
But in today's world, who doing that?
Goodbye.
Who doing that? Who's doing that? Child, I'm finna get out this business. I feel like y'all know what y'all need to do. I definitely feel like y'all know what y'all need to do. I feel like, you know, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to grow through this. It's time for you to evolve. It's time for you to experience the fullness of your transformation without having this negative energy trying to keep you down in places that you don't belong, in spaces that you don't fit in.
Hold up.
I don't care what this man say.
I can explain.
Nah. I don't want to know what you got to say. I don't want to know what you got to say. I don't know what you thinking. I don't care. They could try to throw it up in your face and try to be manipulative with the woe is me.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I guess we won't. I guess we won't.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Let me close out this reading. Now I'm gonna say these are potential outcomes because I can't predict free will. But you can control the narrative at any point in time because this is your life. You have full free reign over your life. You got to trust the process. For some of you, you're not moving on because you feel like this was the best that you can do. And that's a fear that you got to overcome. This person is disappointed in the fact that they know that they can no longer control you. They no longer can be manipulative. They no longer have the power that they once had, and they're not liking it at all. This person thrived off of pulling from your energy. They thrived off of pulling you down. They like to keep you imprisoned. This person was very emotionally and financially abusive. So they would do things to hang things over your head. And now that they don't have that stronghold on you that they once had, like that grip like this that they once had, now that they know they don't have it like that, they don't like it. They don't like it at all. Five of Swords in reverse. They just want to have peace. You just want to have peace. You just want to let it go. You're tired of feeling like this is all on you to fix. You're tired of things being unstable. You're tired of things being so confrontational, just hostile. This is like unhealthy in every way, shape, form, and fashion. And now that they know that you're not afraid of walking away, they know that you're not afraid of letting go, this is bothering some to them. But I feel like you're going to make the right decision. I feel like you made the right decision. And I feel like you're going to keep on standing on that. You're not afraid anymore to face your truth. That's why this time apart has been pivotal for you and your growth, which is why we spent a whole leap of time talking about growth. You're growing through it, not going through it. And it's time for you to embrace the beauty of where you've been to inspire you to control your destiny of where you're going tomorrow. Okay? Like, it's nothing you can say or do, sir. I'm not doing this no more with you. In the past, the old me was stuck. The old me was bound. The old me didn't have boundaries. But the new me, I'm not doing this no more with you. The old me had a conversation with the new me. And the new me told the old me why this ain't gonna work. The new me said,
"You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you."
And from that point on, the new me stopped talking to the old me. It was decided that I'm going to live my best life. It was decided that I'm bossing up. It was decided, I don't care how many times you want to pull up and come through and do this and buy me gifts and pay for me to go on trips. And I don't care what you talking about, sir. You cannot play this game with me anymore. And inside of them, deep inside of them, they over here scrambling. They trying to get it together. But the reality is that ship has sailed. Here go the 10 of Wands again. You tapping into your freedom. You choosing your freedom. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you are choosing your freedom. Congratulations. You will pass this test. But you ain't gonna tell him how you planning on passing this test. You just passing it. Passing it with flying colors. Focusing on your health and your wellness. Focusing on your money. Now, for those of you who had questions about it, about career. You got choices to make. There are a lot of opportunities waiting for you. Don't doubt yourself and trust your instinct in choosing the best decision that is possible. Okay, which is going back to what we was talking about earlier about fear. You got talent. You have an exceptional talent in art that may need to be discovered or expanded. It's time to make a fortune in your creativity. When we talk about art, art is not always drawing, painting. It's not always material art. It could be singing, it could be sewing, which is also dealing with art, but you understand what I'm saying? It could be building, doing things with your hands. Okay, so whatever it is that you're creating with your hands, understanding that you're making something happen. Okay, and that's what you need to explore. You also have rewards coming up. Okay, so remember I told y'all somebody got a promotion coming up. Remember we talked about that over here. You definitely too busy winning. Your hard work is paying off. Your performance is gaining attention in your community, and you deserve the rewards that you are receiving now. So you got something positive coming your way for sure, but you definitely still have choices to make. And maybe the guidance for you is to focus on those things that really make you happy again, with the things that are making you feel good, things that are giving you creativity. Okay? Things that are making you feel better about yourself, that's letting you not focus on the things of the past. All right? So, with that being said, I want to thank all of y'all who stopped by today. Today we had about 2,100 people to come in and chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay? I want to thank the 32 new followers that we have and the 9 people that have gifted me. Thank you for gifting me with your time, your talent, and your treasure. I really do appreciate it. Remember that you can go and follow me on YouTube at Pisces. Well, that ain't my name. At Mimi Lightseer. It's the same thing. Pisces. My name is Mimi Lightseer across the board. Go and subscribe to the Pisces Tarot Experience. That way, if you ever miss a reading, you're able to go back and to listen to those readings, replay them, comment, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. You know, let me know how the content is resonating with you, because I'm telling you, I be in my bed sleep in a whole different dimension, and God wake me up and be telling me about your business, and I get up and come up here and tell you about yourselves. So, you know, it's important, you know, just in case you missed something. Everything is always dated and based on person A's energy group, okay? So, yeah, just make sure you go ahead and follow, okay? We got a whole bunch of playlists, so if you missed something before in the past, go back and check it out. In the meantime, if y'all interested in, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, my calendar is booked through January, so you might want to go ahead and make your bookings now, okay? But I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in today. And on that note, I want y'all to have a beautiful Saturday. I am out. Bye.
Thank you.